So, in last lecture, we discussed about the power of test as well as the Sheffield's simultaneous confidence intervals. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss about test of hypothesis for a regression sum of squares. Let us consider the particular linear hypothesis that is that not all estimable parametric functions are null. So we know that what is null hypothesis? All estimable parametric functions are null. Since we know that x beta contains all estimable parametric function, okay, so x beta contain all estimable parametric function, then our h naught can be expressed as x beta equal to 0. Why? Because we said all estimable parametric functions are null and x beta represent the all estimable parametric function, then we say that h naught is x beta equal to 0 because x beta is null. What is the degree of freedom of x beta? This hypothesis, the degrees of freedom associated with this hypothesis are not n. Why? Because the rank of x is r, nor p, but r, rank of x. Why? Because number of linearly. What is the actually degree of freedom of the null hypothesis? The number of linearly independent parametric function. So how many? It is r. Why? Because rank of x is r. Because number of linear parametric functions in x beta is r. Yeah, r. So that's why the degree of freedom is r. So what is SS at naught? SS at naught is nothing but sum of square due to at naught. So how will you define sum of square due to at naught? So we know that it is a difference between the conditional SSE and unconditional SSE. So it is a minimum of y minus x beta transpose y minus x beta subject to x beta equal to 0, because under because it is a conditional SSE. This we minimize with respect to beta subject to condition minus minimum of beta y minus x beta transpose y minus x beta. They, this minimum is unconditional. So what is x beta is our condition. So x beta equal to 0. If you substitute, what will you get? It is a minimum of y transpose y. Why? Because x beta equal to 0, so it's y transpose. Here it is y and minimum over beta minus, this is unconditional minimum we known as a sum of square due to errors, but there is no beta, so this is simply a y transpose y minus SSE. So it is nothing but the total sum of square minus sum of square due to errors. It is giving the beta dash q that we have already obtained. Okay, and that is nothing but sum of square due to regression. So this we have already obtained. But why beta cap transpose q is known as a sum of square due to regression? Because we are performing the hypothesis that x beta equal to 0, where x is nothing but considered to be a matrix of a regression variables. To test this at naught, we use f test. What is the form of f? So f we have already obtained. It is a f is nothing but SS at naught divided by degree of freedom. So degree of freedom is r. Here it is a SSE upon n minus r. But what is SS at naught? SS at naught is nothing but beta cap transpose q upon r divided by SSE upon n minus r. Or you can also write this, it is a SSR beta divided by r upon SSE upon n minus r. And this is a distribution f with r and n minus r. Okay, you must have studied in the BSc level. When you go for the regression analysis, you will do the simultaneous testing of beta equal to 0 and you perform the f test. So here x beta is equal to 0, which does not imply that beta equal to 0. Why? Because x is not invertible. So that you can write x dash x beta equal to 0, which does not mean equal to beta equal to 0. Reason, x is not full rank. But if model is full rank, x dash x inverse exists, therefore x dash x beta equal to 0, which implies beta equal to 0. So if it is a full rank matrix, then to test x beta equal to 0, it is as good as the beta equal to 0. and that is giving the F test. But if it is not a full rank, you cannot write that x dash x beta equal to 0, which implies beta equal to 0. So that you have to remember. That's all. So when we usually perform the testing of hypothesis for all the parametric functions, x of beta is 0, that is x beta equal to 0. And when you say that x beta equal to 0, the SS h naught is nothing but it is giving the sum of square due to regression, and it can be tested by the F test, which has the Rn n minus r degree of freedom. But x dash x beta testing of x beta equal to 0, which implies beta equal to 0, that only possible if model is a full rank, or you can say that x dash x inverse is exist. Now we will discuss about the some quadratic forms, because we have seen the error sum of squares, we have seen the regression sum of squares. So how to write this in the quadratic form? Quadratic forms in idempotent matrix. So we wish to write the quadratic form in a idempotent matrix. Any questions up to this? Anyone?
No, sir.
It's very simple. It is an alternative way. Why it is a quadratic form? Because we are finding the sum of squares. The sum of squares, it is itself is a second degree polynomial of equations. So we can write in a quadratic forms, but we are writing in a matrix notation, where we use the matrix of quadratic form as the idempotent matrix. It is an alternative way of expressing error sum of squares regression sum of squares and sum of square due to linear hypothesis, due to a linear hypothesis. So let us start with the one first, SSE, that is the sum of square due to errors, and sum of square due to errors we express in the form of y minus x beta cap transpose y minus x beta cap. So before going to express in a quadratic form of idempotent matrix, let y minus x beta cap is equal to, can I subtract and add x beta? Can I write? Or if I wish the minus sign, then this x beta cap minus x beta. Can I write? But we know that what is the y is it y? The y is equal to x beta plus epsilon. So I can write this quantity as a epsilon minus. And what is the beta cap? It is a s bar x dash y minus this is a x beta. Why? Because y is equal to x beta plus epsilon and beta cap equal to S bar x dash y. So this is epsilon. What should I make the common? Can I make anything common here? So yes. What I can make common?
X.
X. But can I write this x S bar x dash y? We know that x equal to xh or h equal to S bar S. So this S equal to what I can write? X dash x. So can I write it as a epsilon minus x S bar x dash y minus x S bar. S था उसकी जगह पे x dash x and this is a beta. If I take the common epsilon minus, which I can take common this quantity x S bar x dash x S bar x dash, I'm taking outside, so this is a y minus x beta. Why? Because here you can say that s equal to x dash x. So what is this y minus x beta? It is epsilon. And if I'm taking epsilon outside, what I will get? This is I minus x S bar x dash. But what is x bar x dash? If you remember, I told you it is a projection operator P. Here P is equal to x S bar x dash. Okay. So this is what we have written. It is for the y minus x beta cap. So now SSE, therefore SSE equal to y minus x beta cap transpose y minus x beta cap. So just substitute here. What we get? Sorry, ये बाहर क्या निकलेगा? ये यहाँ नहीं निकलेगा, पीछे की तरफ बाहर आएगा. This will not come because it is in the back end ना. So this will be the I minus p epsilon. पीछे है ना epsilon, तो यहाँ epsilon पीछे बाहर निकलेगा. So that is I minus p transpose epsilon. This is a I minus p. Sorry, this entire transpose I minus p epsilon. So that equal to, you can write epsilon transpose I minus p transpose I minus p epsilon. Now we have to show that I minus p transpose is itself is I minus p and I minus p is a idempotent matrix. So we know that p equal to x S bar x dash. So I minus, okay. And what is the p transpose? So I told you that it is a x S bar x dash, but when we find out the blue, it is a x S bar dash x transpose, and when we find out the blue, S bar dash is equal to S bar. So that we already obtained. So that means I minus p transpose I minus p. So if I, so it is a invertible, p is also, sorry, I is a symmetric, p is also symmetric, so we can write it as a I minus p into I minus p. So that is a I minus p. Then again you can multiply this with, it is a minus p plus p square. But p P is equal to idempotent matrix. So that we have to verify. P square equal to P, or sorry, P square equal to P into P, and P is nothing but X S bar X dash X S bar X dash, that is nothing but X S bar, or X dash X is nothing but S, and again it is a X dash, sorry, S bar, and into X dash. So this nothing but X H S bar X dash, and X H equal to X, so it is a X X bar X dash. Okay, so it is nothing but P. So P is a idempotent matrix. So I minus P plus P. This is cancel out. So you will get the I minus P. It means that I minus P is a symmetric and idempotent matrix. And we know that the rank of idempotent matrix is nothing but the trace of the matrix. So this is nothing but the trace is a trace of I is n and minus trace of P. But trace of P is nothing but we have already obtained, it is a rank of X, and rank of X is R. So rank of I minus P is a n minus R. So you can substitute I minus P transpose I minus P as a I minus P. So what is the SSC? SSC is nothing but E dash I minus P E. Therefore, SSC can be represented as E epsilon transpose I minus P epsilon. So it is a quadratic form, and I minus P is a idempotent matrix. Is that fine?
Yes,
So
sir.
now this is the second equation. Now we try to express the sum of square due to regression, SSR. So SSR beta we express as a beta cap transpose Q. That is a beta cap transpose X transpose Y. But what is the beta cap? So it is a S bar X transpose Y, Z transpose X transpose Y. So this we can written as a Y transpose X S bar transpose X transpose Y. लिख सकते हैं ना? और हमने अभी बताया कि this is nothing but the P transpose, but P transpose equal to हमने blue में ले रहे तो क्या बताया? It is a P. Why? Because P is equal to X S bar X dash, and we have already proved that when we find the P dash is equal to P, so that is nothing but X S bar X dash, and that is giving the X S bar transpose X transpose. So these are the same. So I say that it is a P transpose equal to P. But what is Y? Y is nothing but X beta plus epsilon, that is transpose P X beta plus epsilon. Why? Because Y is equal to X beta plus epsilon. Okay. So this is the SSR beta can be written in this format. And suppose if you are writing under H naught, then X beta equal to 0, then that is a E transpose PE. So that we will see. Now SSH naught. So what is the SSH naught? So it is a SSH naught is a sum of square under H naught. What is H naught? Lambda beta equal to D. So first we will try to find out what is the value of X S bar dash lambda dash. So that we have already obtained. But let me check S bar dash. But what we can write in a lambda beta is estimable. So lambda equal to lambda beta. So that is lambda equal to lambda h. So I can write the transpose. So that I can write x S bar dash h dash lambda dash. This is x S bar dash, and what we can write h is equal to S bar dash, sorry, S bar s dash transpose lambda dash. So this is x S bar dash, this is S bar dash lambda dash, and this I can write as a, what I can write, x S bar dash as it is, s equal to what I can write, I can write it as a x dash x S bar dash. Okay, so what we can write, क्या लिख सकते हैं, this is x S bar dash lambda dash equal to x S bar lambda dash, that is this. This is, I can write S bar S transpose, so this is a S bar dash S. तो इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं,
P.
वो P लिख सकते हैं, P लिखेंगे तो हमें तो चाहिए वापस x S bar S lambda dash ऐसा चाहिए, तो क्या लिखे, यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा सेटिंग करना है कि ये x एच इक्वल टू x हो जाए, तो यहाँ पे इस बार एक ही बचे, लेकिन यहाँ पे एक क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है, x S bar dash lambda dash, ओके। यहाँ पे आपने lambda h इक्वल टू lambda लिखा, फाइंड डैश, ये ट्रांसपोज आपने अलग किया, ठीक है, इसका ये ट्रांसपोज करेंगे एस बार एस, तो ये एस हो जाएगा, ये एस बार डैश लैम्डा डैश, तो फायदा क्या हुआ, कुछ फायदा नहीं हुआ। आई विश टू प्रूव एक्स एस बार डैश लैम्डा डैश, ओके, इसलिए मुझे प्रूव करना है ये एक्स एस बार लैम्डा dash is equal to x s bar dash lambda dash, that I wish to prove. तो इसको अगर मैं x सेट लेता हूँ s bar lambda dash, तो x h x is equal to s bar s bar lambda dash, इसमें s bar dash कहाँ आ गया, okay, let us go ahead and then we'll try to come to this part, क्या करते हैं, तो एस एस एच नॉट में पहले जाते हैं और जरूरत पड़ती है तो हम उसमें आते हैं, लेट अस एस एस एच नॉट, तो एस एस एच नॉट आपका क्या है, लैम्बडा बीटा कैप माइनस डी ट्रांसपोज लैम्बडा एस बार लैम्बडा डैश इनवर्स लैम्बडा बीटा कैप माइनस डी, यही है आपका, व्हाट इज पर लैम्बडा बीटा कैप की जगह पे क्या लिख सकते हैं, So that is a S bar x dash y minus d transpose lambda S bar lambda dash minus lambda S bar x dash y minus d. Why? Because beta cap equal to S bar x dash y. But d equal to lambda beta under h naught, so we will write lambda beta also. So this is a lambda S bar x dash y minus lambda beta lambda S bar lambda dash inverse lambda S bar x dash y minus d. D की जगह पे lambda beta lambda beta. Okay, so what we can write here, it is a lambda S bar x dash y. लैम्बडा की जगह पे क्या लिख सकते हैं? लैम्बडा इक्वल टू लैम्बडा h why? Because lambda h equal to lambda. Now what we can write? Lambda h bar h equal to this is lambda s bar s, h equal to s bar s, but s equal to x dash x beta inverse lambda s bar lambda dash, this is the transpose, inverse lambda s bar x dash y minus lambda h equal to s bar x transpose x beta. Okay, then what will you get? You just take this common, so it is a lambda s bar x dash, but their transpose, and here it is a sorry a transpose bar y minus x beta transpose lambda s bar lambda dash inverse. यहाँ पे भी आप क्या करो, lambda s bar x dash को आप क्या ले लो, बाहर ले लो, तो what will you get? x dash है ना, x dash y minus x beta. Okay, so you just take the transpose, you just leave the transpose, what will you get? You will get it equal to y minus x beta transpose lambda s bar x dash ट्रांसपोज, ये तो आपके पास है lambda s bar lambda dash इनवर्स, उधर से बाहर निकलेगा तो lambda s bar x dash and this is a y minus x beta. But this is nothing but your E. Can we say it is a E? This is not the yeah, this is the transpose. So we call them as a epsilon. That is epsilon transpose, and this transpose if you leave, so it is the x s bar dash lambda dash lambda s bar lambda dash inverse lambda s bar x dash. Okay, and this is also a epsilon. So this is epsilon transpose. If I am say it is a m epsilon, so this is nothing but ss under h naught, where m equal to x s bar lambda dash lambda s bar lambda dash inverse lambda s bar x dash. So now we have to show that this is nothing but idempotent. Okay, आइडेम्पोटेंट दिखाना है तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, यू हैव टू शो दैट m square equal to m into m. But this is a x s bar lambda dash lambda s bar lambda dash inverse lambda s bar x dash. अब इनसे वापस मल्टीप्लाई आपको यही करना है, तो दिस इज ए x s bar lambda dash into lambda s bar lambda dash inverse lambda s bar x dash. अब इसको इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो x डैश x इक्वल टू क्या हो गया, x, तो ये हो गया s बार s, तो दिस इज द x s बार lambda dash, this is lambda s bar lambda dash inverse, this is a lambda s bar, or x dash x is s, and this is a lambda dash. ओके, और सॉरी ये x s बार रह गया ना साथ में, दिस इज s बार and then lambda dash, and then this is a lambda s bar lambda dash inverse lambda s bar x dash. Okay, but what is this, is a h, so lambda h equal to lambda, so you can write it is a lambda s bar lambda dash, but this is a one inverse is this, so this becomes the identity. So what you will get finally, it is a x s bar lambda dash lambda s bar lambda dash inverse lambda s bar x dash, and that is nothing but the m. Why? Because h equal to s bar s equal to x dash x, lambda h equal to lambda. So m is a idempotent matrix. So SS set naught can be written as a e dash m. Any questions up to this, anyone? Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so that is m is an idempotent matrix. Okay, so here you can see that इसकी जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी हमें. If you perform the test of hypothesis SSR beta under H naught is x beta equal to 0, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, e dash p t epsilon transpose p epsilon. Why? Because x beta equal to 0 under H naught. और SSC क्या है, epsilon transpose I minus p. So I have to show that these two quadratic forms are independent or orthogonal to each other. So to show that, what I have to show, I have to show that the matrix of the quadratic forms are orthogonal to each other. So I have to show that I minus p and p product is 0. SS H naught under H naught equal to x beta equal to 0, SSR beta is nothing but y plus x beta transpose p y plus x beta. So under H naught, this is nothing but y transpose p y. Okay, we know that SAC is equal to epsilon transpose I minus P epsilon. Okay, to show that two quadratic forms SSE and SSR beta are orthogonal. ऑर्थोगोनल की जगह पे इंडिपेंडेंट आर इंडिपेंडेंट, we have to show that matrix of these quadratic forms are orthogonal to each other. So what are the quadratic forms? P and I minus P. That is P into I minus P is equal to, this is P minus P square. But we know that P is a idempotent, so this is a 0 because P square is equal to P. Therefore, okay, SSE and SSR beta are independently distributed. और इसलिए हम इसका क्यों कहते हैं SSR has the chi-square and SSE has the chi-square, and it is a ratio of two independent chi-square divided by degree of freedom. It has a F distribution. Okay. Now what about I minus PM? M किसके लिए है? This is for the test of SSH naught when lambda beta equal to 0. तो वो क्या है? This is the I minus P. तो I minus X S bar X dash and M equal to क्या है आपका? X S bar lambda dash, वही है ना? M आपका क्या है? Yes, X S bar lambda dash, lambda S bar lambda dash inverse, lambda S bar X dash. This is a lambda S bar lambda dash inverse lambda S bar X dash. Okay. So if you multiply this with this, what will you get? This is X S bar lambda dash lambda S bar lambda dash inverse lambda S bar, this is X dash, ये lambda है. Okay, minus X S bar X dash X S bar lambda dash lambda S bar lambda dash inverse lambda S bar X dash. तो ये क्या हो गया? H हो गया और एक्स एच इक्वल टू एक्स, तो ये क्या लिख सकते हैं? एक्स एस बार लेमडा डैश इंटू दिस, बट यहाँ पे भी वही है, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? इट इज 0. वाई? बिकॉज एक्स सॉरी एस बार एक्स डैश एक्स इज इक्वल टू एस बार एस इज इक्वल टू एच. and we know that xh equal to x. So it means that I minus pm are orthogonal. It means that the sum of square due to h naught when lambda beta equal to d and the sum of square due to errors are also orthogonals. Okay. लेकिन यहाँ पे एक चीज मेरे ध्यान में आई, वो हमें प्रूव तो करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वी हैव डायरेक्टली रिटर्न हियर एक्स एस बार डैश लेमड़ा इक्वल टू, हमने क्या लिखा है, एक्स एस बार लेमड़ा डैश. तो वी हैव टू प्रूव दिस, वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट दिस आर द सेम. करना तो पड़ेगा प्रूव. तो ये लेमड़ा डैश है, तो लेमड़ा इक्वल टू लेमड़ा डैश, एच डैश आ गया. यहाँ पे इसको एस बार एस लिख सकते हैं, तो एस बार डैश एस बार. ओके, इसकी जगह पे क्या लिख सकते हैं, इस बार डैश एस इक्वल टू क्या लिख सकते हैं, इसकी जगह पे एच लिखो तो क्या आएगा, अच्छा दिस कैन बी रिटर्न एज एच ट्रांसपोज, लिख सकते हैं, नहीं लिख सकते ना, एच ट्रांसपोज नहीं लिख सकते. सपोज ये वाला जो है उसमें भी आपको एस यहाँ अंदर ले जाते हो तो वही का वही हो गया. और this we have to prove, it is necessary. वैसे वो यूज कर सकते हैं कि इसको प्रोजेक्शन में लिख लिया तो वो एस बार डैश इक्वल टू एस बार है ऐसा करके बराबर है, लेकिन वो होना चाहिए. हम ऐसे स्टार्ट करते हैं, एस बार लेमड़ा डैश इक्वल टू लेमड़ा एच ट्रांसपोज, यस दैट आई कैन राइट एस बार एच ट्रांसपोज लेमड़ा डैश एक्स एस बार एच ट्रांसपोज इज एस बार डैश लेमड़ा डैश, यस ये लिख सकते हैं. हाँ ये हो गया ना. So this is x h s bar dash lambda dash. This is the x s bar dash lambda dash. Okay. तो ये हो गया. ये इसकी जगह पे हम ऐसे स्टार्ट करते हैं, x s bar lambda dash. तो lambda dash इक्वल टू क्या लिख सकते हैं, lambda h ट्रांसपोज, ये आ गया तो h ट्रांसपोज. अभी h क्या है, s बार s है, तो इसका ट्रांसपोज लेंगे तो क्या होगा, s बार ट्रांसपोज lambda dash. और यहाँ पे क्या होगा, दिस इज h, तो एक्स एच इक्वल टू एक्स लिखा, ये एस बार डैश एच दिख, तो दैट मीन्स यस. तो इसलिए हम इसकी जगह पे ये लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है, सही समझ में आया ना. डिड यू गेट दिस पॉइंट. लेमडा एच इक्वल टू लेमडा, और यहाँ पे क्या रखा, एच इक्वल टू एस बार एस, उसका ट्रांसपोज करेंगे तो क्या होगा, एस ट्रांसपोज एस बार ट्रांसपोज, बट एस इज ए सिमेट्रिक, तो इट इज एस बार ट्रांसपोज, और ये क्या है, एच है, एक्स एच इक्वल टू क्या है, एक्स है, एज इट इज. So once we have obtained the quadratic forms, that sum of square errors can be written in the quadratic form, sum of square due to regression can be written under the quadratic form, sum of square due to h naught, that is lambda beta equal to d, x beta equal to d, x beta equal to 0 is also represented in a quadratic form. Further, we have shown that two quadratic forms are independent. Why? Because their matrices of quadratic forms are orthogonal to each other. Now I wish to find out the distributions and independence of quadratic forms. So independence of quadratic forms already we have obtained by just showing they are orthogonal. So distribution and independence of quadratic forms. So let us obtain the first. If theorem, if U is normally distributed and vector which means 0 and variance sigma square in. That means UIs are independent normal which means 0 and variance sigma square, and M is an idempotent matrix, then
सर इसके बाद क्या है?
क्या,
इसके बाद क्या है वो?
इसके बाद
इसके बाद
हेलो,
वो थ्योरम की जो स्टार्टिंग है ना सर, इफ वो
if
नोटेशन
U follows normal n variate normal which means 0 and sigma square in, and M is an idempotent matrix, then U dash M U upon sigma square has chi square distribution with M chi-square distribution with degree of freedom, with degree of freedom. So degree of freedom कितना होगा, trace of the M, where M is the idempotent matrix. Okay. So this is the one theorem. Theorem 2. If epsilon is distributed as a normal with n variate normal which means 0 and variance sigma square in, then quadratic form epsilon transpose m epsilon upon sigma square, where M is an idempotent matrix has chi-square distribution with degree of freedom is equal to rank of M. ठीक है, तो कर सकते हैं ना प्रूफ। ये दोनों एक ही हुआ ना थ्योरम। यहाँ पे नोटेशन यू यूज किया है एरर्स की जगह पे, यहाँ पे एप्सिलॉन लिया है। बोथ आर दी एक्चुअली द सेम। तो हाउ टू प्रूव दिस? How to prove? So let us give the proof. To show that epsilon m upon m epsilon sigma square as chi-square with degree of freedom is a trace of m, where m is an idempotent matrix. We use the result if m is an idempotent matrix, there exists, ये हम जानते हैं ना, आगे हमने यूज किया कि if there is a idempotent matrix exists, symmetric and idempotent, so M is symmetric and idempotent matrix, there exists an orthogonal matrix K such that, क्या लिख सकते हो आप? K M K transpose is nothing but diagonal of 1 1 1. तो 1 1 1 कितनी बार आएगा? Where 1 is repeating rank of m times ओके। तो बाकी का क्या बचा? एंड 0 repeating n minus rank of m times. So we know that this, if there exists an orthogonal matrix, हमने L लिया था, यहाँ पे हम क्या ले रहे हैं? K ले रहे हैं। तो ये रिजल्ट हम जानते हैं। So now we will write, therefore we know that it has been asked to prove that, find out the distribution of E dash m epsilon. So we can write this as a, because orthogonal matrix है तो K transpose K is identity. This is m. Again I can write K transpose K as identity. I can write this, and this is nothing but K epsilon ट्रांसपोज, और ये वाला बीच वाला है, इसको हम क्या लिखते हैं? Km ट्रांसपोज इक्वल टू डायगोनल ऑफ 1 1 1 0 0 0 एंड ये K एप्सिलॉन, ये वाला। ओके, तो इसको मैं कहता हूँ लेटर से U, the diagonal of 1 1 1 0 0 0 U, where U equal to K epsilon. Okay, so what is the expected value of U? Expected value of U is nothing but K into expected value of epsilon, but epsilon value is 0, so that is a 0. Variance of U is nothing but variance of K epsilon. We can write K variance of epsilon K transpose. It is a K sigma square IN K transpose, but K is a orthogonal matrix, so K transpose is equal to also identity. So variance of U is also this. Why? Because K transpose K is equal to K transpose is equal to identity. Now epsilon has the normal, which means 0 and variance sigma square IN, and U is a linear function of this. Therefore, U has also a normal, multiple normal, which means 0 and the variance is sigma square IN. Okay, so what is the quadratic form is given? Now we can write it as a U1 transpose U2 transpose plus UR transpose. तो इसका मतलब ये क्या हुआ? Which implies all UI is normally independent, which means 0 and variance sigma square I equal to 1 to n. So equation star can be written as अच्छा UI is normal 0 sigma square है, इसका मतलब मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ, if I divide UI by sigma, it is a normally independent, which means 0 and variance 1 are running from 1 to n. Why? Because when you find out the variance of UI upon sigma square, variance of UI upon sigma is nothing but variance of UI upon sigma square. Variance of UI is sigma square. Sigma square is cancelled out, it is a 1. So from start, epsilon transpose epsilon E, if I divide by sigma square, it is a U1 square plus U2 square plus, let us say, UF square. Why UF square? Where F is the degree of freedom, क्योंकि 1 F टाइम रिपीट हो रहा है, ऐसा समझते हैं, where F is nothing but rank of M, or you can say trace of M. But we know that U1, U2, UF, U1 has the chi-square distribution, U1 square has, because U1 has the normal 0, 1, it is a chi-square, it has also chi-square, it has also chi-square, but we also know that U1, U2, UF are independent, so it is a sum of independent chi-square has chi-square with F degree of freedom, where F is nothing but trace of M. Now trace of M, what is M? So M is nothing but X S bar lambda dash lambda S bar lambda dash inverse क्या है? lambda S bar X dash, ये हमारे पास है. तो ट्रेस है, तो आप क्या कर सकते हो? मल्टीप्लाई करो, तो लैम्बडा एस बार लैम्बडा डैश इनवर्स पहले ले लिया, क्योंकि हम जानते हैं ट्रेस ऑफ एबीसी इज इक्वल टू, यू कैन राइट ट्रेस ऑफ बीएसी, आपको सीएबी, तो यू कैन राइट इट. तो हियर आई एम राइटिंग इट इज दिस, पहले लिखता हूँ लैम्बडा एस बार लैम्बडा एक्स डैश, और बाद में ये एक्स लिखा एस बार लैम्बडा डैश, तो ये क्या हो गया? एच एस एस बार एस एस, यू कैन राइट इट द ट्रेस ऑफ lambda S bar lambda dash inverse This is a lambda h s bar lambda dash, and lambda h equal to lambda, so it is a trace of lambda s bar lambda dash inverse lambda s bar lambda dash. So this is the identity, but we know that what is the order of lambda s bar lambda dash? It is a m, and it is a invertible, so this is a trace of identity matrix of order m, and trace is nothing but diagonal element. How many times one is repeating? M times. So the degree of freedom is m. So that is how we can say that. Why we can write this? Because we have used this result. Trace of ABC is equal to trace of BCA is equal to trace of CAB. आपकी मर्जी, वैसे भी आप पूछ सकते हैं, but possible होना चाहिए कि there should be multiplication. So it has the actually a chi-square with m degrees of freedom. Okay. Suppose आपको एक थ्योरम मैं ऐसा बता रहा हूँ, if epsilon transpose m epsilon is a quadratic form of in the normal variables epsilon, and m is idempotent, and variance of epsilon is equal to sigma square in, but the expectation of epsilon is not equal to 0, then epsilon dash m epsilon upon sigma square is a, here mean is not 0, it means it is a non-central chi-square. Is a non-central chi-square with degree of freedom is equal to trace of m and non-centrality parameter क्या होगा? तो मीन ऑफ एप्सिलॉन द ट्रांसपोज क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्म मैट्रिक्स, तो जो भी आएगा वो दिस डिवाइड बाय सिग्मा स्क्वायर. तो दिस इज द तो ये आपको होमवर्क में सिर्फ बदलेगा क्या? सब कुछ वैसे ही चलता जाएगा. ठीक है, ये सारा यही रहेगा, लेकिन इसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्या हो जाएगा? सेंट्रल की जगह पे नॉन सेंट्रल. व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट द मीन 0. यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा? एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ एप्सिलॉन मिलेगा. दिस इज नॉट द 0. ओके, तो सपोज आपने एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ एप्सिलॉन को म्यू कहा, तो इट इज अ के म्यू. तो यहाँ पे आपको वो यू का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में 0 नहीं है, मीन 0 नहीं है, तो क्या होगा? वो सेंट्रल की जगह पे नॉन सेंट्रल हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे यू आई बाई सिग्मा अपॉन एन नॉर्मली इंडिपेंडेंट म्यू आई 1, तो इसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होगा नॉन सेंट्रल. नॉन सेंट्रलिटी पैरामीटर इज नथिंग बट, तो जो क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्म है वही आएगा. तो क्या है? u1 स्क्वायर प्लस u2 स्क्वायर प्लस uf स्क्वायर. इसका निकालो, इसको आप नोटेशन में लिखो, तो एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ u ट्रांसपोज डायगोनल ऑफ 1 1 1 एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ u अपॉन सिग्मा स्क्वायर, बस वही आएगा. ठीक है, और इसको वापस लिखेंगे तो आपको क्या है कि u बराबर आपने k ही रखा है, तो वापस आएंगे तो यू विल गेट दिस m हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो दैट इज इन दी फॉर्म। ओके, any questions up to this? Anyone?